Back in July, I took a look at a special Sonic comic made in celebration of the Hedgehog's 25th anniversary, Sonic Mega Drive. Since then, a surprising thing happened. It turned out that the comic sold well enough that Archie made a second printing, a first for a Sonic comic, I believe. And it's thanks to those sales that we got a continuation of the story, Sonic Mega Drive: The Next Level. Before we dive in, let's recap the events so far. Sonic and Tails are on Eastwatch Island, which I've been told is a reference to Rise Star, along with this boss. Tails discovered Eggman's newest plan: gather the 7 ancient gears to power his newest weapon, the Mega Drive. And Sonic's always looking for an excuse to harass Eggman. Along the way, they meet up with Amy Rose, who wanted to help out with her new hammer, and Knuckles, whom Eggman tricked so the Doctor could steal the Master Emerald. Again. So together, they're off to stop Eggman's latest plan. We meet up with the quartet in Glitter Peak Zone fighting a giant Orbinaut variant, must be the mini-boss. Knuckles drills inside and takes it out. Yeah, act smug, Knuckles. I should remind you that Eggman stole the Master Emerald from under your gullible nose. After Sonic says what we're all thinking, they go straight through the level proper until they run into the boss. The Snowman? Seriously, it would be nice to have a caption box for these things, though I think the Egg Frosty has a better ring to it. Oh yeah, obvious joke is obvious. Moving on, Sonic's ready to do his thing, but Tails has everyone attack it from the bottom up. And by everyone, I mean himself, Knuckles, and Amy. Eggman retreats again, and another ancient gear is acquired. However, Sonic's not in a joyful mood. This carries over when they enter Haunted Depths Zone. Overhearing Knuckles' line about this place being like a maze gives Sonic the excuse to cover more ground, aka ditching the 3 of them. Yeah, that's the way Sonic prefers his adventures. Plus, he says the 3 of them can take care of themselves. We'll see as they fight the mini-boss. After Tails and Knuckles get cooked by the machine, Amy uses her hammer to knock the tail into its mouth. Well, it makes the thing go boom alright. They experience a tremor, which turns out to be another Sonic vs. Eggman fight, this time underground. What to call this thing? Can't call it the Egg Driller, that's already been taken. Maybe it's a Mark III version, or perhaps the Egg Mole? Well, whatever it's called, it's no match for a big hunk of rock. This oversight costs Eggman another ancient gear. Sonic brags about this event to himself. Starting to regret leaving the others behind, eh, Sonic? Don't worry, they're moving on to the next area too. Said area, Eruption Ruin Zone, has Sonic pondering how he's going to get past this lava wall. This is why you have friends, Sonic, to help you with these problems. Thanks to teamwork, they were able to get to the upper area and continue with the stage portion. As soon as they enter a temple structure, a spike wall comes down behind them, and there's a familiar looking statue right there. Unlike last time, the statue spews out lava. Conveniently, small platforms drop down to give the heroes safe spots. Smashing through this statue reveals Eggman at the controls this time. Sonic gives chase. Man, even in comic form, Eggman's fast. He dives into the lava. Don't worry, Eggman fans, he's not taking a lava bath, he's getting into his boss mech, the Egg Chef? The Egg Cook? Whatever. Sonic and Knuckles team up to take this one down. So if you're keeping score, the heroes just acquired their 6th ancient gear. Nothing can go wrong now, unless a new player enters the game. Metal Sonic effortlessly takes 5 ancient gears and Amy Rose away. Memories. They know Eggman will use Amy as a hostage, and Tails has an idea to track them. With the help of the Tornado's radar, Tails locates Eggman's new base, given the short-range flight capabilities of the Eggmobile and Metal Sonic. So we have our Sky level, which doesn't get a name. Like a certain past Sky level, they have to fight a bunch of air badniks before landing on the craft. Said craft also doesn't have a name. Yeah, I'm really getting annoyed with this. They enter a room where Metal Sonic awaits. Amy's there too, and her hammer cannot break her capsule. On the monitor, Eggman demands the last ancient gear, which is odd considering Metal Sonic took 5 ancient gears. Sonic has the 6th, and there are 7 of them. Sonic thinks he's playing Eggman like a chump, but this time Eggman's ready. After securing the 6th gear, it's revealed that Metal Sonic has the 7th gear installed in its system. As you can see, the gears give Metal Sonic a clear advantage against its organic counterpart. It takes the combined efforts of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles to damage it. Once it realizes it's no longer connected to the gear, Metal Sonic retreats, breaking the support for Amy's cage in the process. Whether it was accidental or on purpose, I'll leave it up to you. Sonic rescues Amy, and we get a reminder on Amy's crush on him. Sorry little girl, but no dice. Tails checks the computer to locate Eggman's deep-sea base, and now that he has all 7 gears, and possibly the Master Emerald, they didn't bring up the fact it was stolen, they need a plan to stop him and his Mega Drive. Tails suggests finding the Chaos Emeralds, with Sonic lampshading the fact that those things show up when needed. The issue ends with our heroes heading back to Eastwatch Island to hunt down the emeralds. I have a theory for this ending, but I'll save it for the comments. Many of my thoughts from the first Mega Drive review apply here. Good banter and dialogue between the characters, Tyson's art continues to be great, and it still feels like a game in comic form, which I enjoy. With that said, I want to focus more on things pertaining to this issue. First, the boss fights. They had different hero configurations fighting them. Tails, Knuckles, and Amy for one, Sonic Solo for another, Sonic and Knuckles for the third, and to borrow from Sonic Heroes, Team Sonic against Metal Sonic. It gave the battles a bit more variety, and I like that. Sonic getting upset and briefly separates from the group. It's cliche. We all know the Hedgehog will miss his friends and they'll reunite, blah 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 blah. They're trying not to repeat things from the first part, but when it comes to that brief subplot, it's a case of been there, done that. Though Tails should have known better. Sure, you want to get rid of the boss quickly, but don't bruise Sonic's ego in the process. Metal Sonic's presence. This may or may not cause a continuity error if you consider the following. The events of the classic games, that is Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles and CD, did happen as indicated by the character's dialogue. Now if you were to factor in the events of Sonic 4, both episodes of course, then Metal Sonic was trapped on Little Planet until Eggman rescued it in episode 2. The possible continuity error is Sonic 4, according to sources, happened directly after Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and that the characters already had their modern designs. There are 2 ways we can overlook this. First, the events of Sonic 4 did happen, but the characters were still in their classic looks. Or second, the events of Sonic 4 never happened, and people would be fine with that. Eggman could have salvaged Metal Sonic during Sonic CD before Little Planet disappeared. This could be backed up with the fact that Metal Sonic did not have the purple energy, and none of the events of Sonic 4 were mentioned in the book. Okay, let's talk about the ending. Some might have a problem with it, but here's how I see it. Since Sonic Mega Drive is a game in comic form, then we just reached the bad/normal ending. A number of Sonic games follow this format. For example, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. If one did not get all of the Chaos Emeralds, they would be treated to the normal/bad ending, with Sonic losing the Master Emerald on the Death Egg and Angel Island remaining on the planet. It's only after getting the 7 emeralds that the true final level is available and Sonic rescues the Big Green Rock. Our heroes going back to the Eastwatch Islands to gather emeralds makes sense because Eastwatch is the setting of the story. Again, if you're going by game logic. Afterwards, they will enter the final area and stop Eggman and his Mega Drive machine, which we still haven't seen. Alright, my final score for the next level is a 9. Despite the flaws I pointed out, the positives far outweigh them. And we're not done yet, for you see we have one more issue coming out in 2017, Sonic Mega Drive Overdrive. Hopefully we'll finally get to see this machine Eggman needs the ancient gears for, and possibly the Master Emerald, but who knows at this point. Anyway, until then, have a good day, and be safe. Sonic wants to parkour, huh? Yeah, and I bet he wants to use it on some lost place in the sky inhabited by creatures we'll barely get to know.